Hi everyone, welcome to this EYFS activity video series, today looking at literacy. To briefly summarise, the 2021 EYFS Framework features some key changes compared to its predecessor, so it's good to consider how this affects your provision. As such, it's good to keep in mind the importance of 1. Following the children's lead. Even though adult-led learning provocations can be a great start, always be prepared to go with the flow and adapt based on what the children's interests are. 2. Keeping things accessible. The activities and continuous provision you offer in your setting must be accessible to all the children who wish to take part. This means that some activities might need to be made more simple for some children or more risky or complex to challenge others. And finally, it's important not to lose sight of the basics. Everyday events like hand washing before lunch or tidy up time can also be a learning experience and an opportunity to build on skills, even though these don't have a finished physical product. To help you get started with all of this, we've compiled activities focused on the 7 different areas of learning, and today, as I mentioned, we'll be focusing on the specific area of literacy. According to the framework document, literacy is all about helping to develop children's lifelong love of reading, and the early learning goals for when children reach the end of reception focus on comprehension, word reading, and writing. Whilst activities such as story time and other general mark-making and writing activities should be a given, we'll be showing you some other activities focused on these goals. So let's get into it. Sticker names. For this activity, what you'll need is a pen, a sheet of paper, and some circular stickers. Before you get started with this one, write the child's name onto the sheet of paper in large, clear block letters, and then give this sheet of paper to the child, as well as the stickers. What the children then need to do is start tracing over the lines of the letters, placing the stickers down until they've spelt out their full name. This activity is a great way for children to start recognising letters as well as their own name. Next up, spot the colour. For this activity, what you'll need is a colour spinner, similar to the one from the game Twister. You can either use a physical colour spinner or a digital one similar to this one so that you can get it up on a big screen in the room. What you then need to do is get the children to take it in turns to spin the coloured spinner, and whichever colour it lands on, they then need to quickly as they can find something in the room that matches that colour. To make it a bit more challenging, you can make it a rule that each child needs to find something new from the room that other children haven't already identified. This helps to ensure that they're paying attention when other players are involved in the game, and also that they can quickly identify colours while it's their turn. And finally, let's go logo. Recognising familiar logos can be one of the first ways that children can start to understand how marks have meaning, and this in itself is a precursor to reading. For this activity, all you need is to collect a mix of different logos from places that the children are likely familiar with. You could also use a local shopping centre, attraction, sports team, or your setting's own logo. These logos can either be printed out or put up on a screen, and as you show the logos, listen out for the children's stories about them and where they've seen them before, encouraging discussion of what the logos mean for different children. You can also begin to talk about the letters in the logos, but try to keep this as open-ended as possible. Well, that's a wrap. Make sure to check out the rest of the videos in this series to learn more and try out activities for the other 6 areas of learning. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with all the latest from family, and feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any feedback or suggestions. See you next time.